Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Fame with Tiffany Renee, aka Golden Sea Life. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. On this channel, it's a safe space and we talk about everything metaphysics, quantum physics, things that are spiritual, esoteric, etc. That's majority of my content. And I talk a lot about manifestation and success stories and different ways for us to navigate through this 3D reality. If you are interested in booking an intuitive session with me, I do give intuitive readings. I also have an affirmations ebook and my own personal ebook for body transformation. The link will be in the description box below. I do have a new option up on my website where you can get a 20-minute session for only $20, and that'll be up indefinitely. I might just make it a permanent thing. So a lot of people have taken advantage of it, and I have 5-star reviews. You can read them on the website because I'm pretty good at giving accurate intuitive readings. So feel free to click the link in the description box below if you want to do that. So today I wanted to film a video. I'm in my car, as you can see, because today was a bit of a sad day for me. It's my best friend's birthday, and she is no longer with us. And so she would have been 40 years old today, and she passed away 3 years ago. So, you know, I've felt my feelings and everything, and I thought I should get out and get some fresh air. And so I did. And so I came to my favorite donut spot, which is across the street, so I can have donuts later on this evening. And I thought, it's a nice day. It's sunny. It's a little bit chilly, but it's really, really nice. So let me film a video. And if it wasn't so windy outside, I would be outside somewhere. But the wind, you probably wouldn't be able to hear me. So we're in the car with the window down a little bit. So if you hear some noise or traffic, it's because I'm in the Walmart parking lot across the street from the donut spot, okay? Now, without further ado, let us jump into this video. So this video, as you can see by the title, is about delusion. And I came up with this video. I was really inspired to make this video because I discovered a new YouTuber. Her name is Your Muse Tracy. And, you know, I've been like binge watching all of her videos. And I really like the way she explains, you know, law of attraction, law of assumption, and I like her perspective on things. And I like, you know, how she talks about herself and how she overcame certain things and stuff like that. So I really appreciate her perspective. And so I just started watching a lot of her videos. But she has this video called, Is It Delusion or Is It Creation? And I will see if I can link it in the description box for you all. It is a really good video. And it had me thinking because she brought attention to something. And side note, I know my nails are short. I know, gasp, right? I had to end up cutting all of them off because some of them were breaking and they were breaking way too low, and I had to keep putting super glue. So I just had to like 7 out of my 10 nails were like breaking and splitting. So I had to just like cut them all off so I can start from scratch. So give me a couple of months. They're going to be long and fabulous again. Okay. So in the meantime, I got to rock the short nails. All right. I just have to throw that in there because you all know I always have long nails, right? So anywho, they're gonna grow back. They're gonna grow back. Okay. But anyway, back to the video. She had a really good perspective about delusion, and she asked a question. And as a question, well, she made an observation, right? And it was an observation that I don't think I've heard, or I don't recall anyone vocalizing this perception so directly before. And she was giving an example about when people call you delusional. And this is especially in terms of like manifestation, because how many times in the manifestation community are people always talking about just be delusional, like, so just be delusional. And she reminded us that the word delusion has a negative undertone. It has a negative connotation, right? And usually when people tell you that you're being delusional, check this out. It's only for something that's usually positive. Like, think about that. Like, have you ever been called delusional for something that would be deemed negative or unwanted or fear-based, or reacting to the 3D or whatever in a way that doesn't serve you? Have you ever been called being delusional for stuff like that? Probably not. Like, really think about this. And it really had me thinking, and I had to go through the Rolodex of my mind and remind myself, like, oh my gosh, I remember when I wanted my front row concert experiences and I had like no ticket and no money, but I just kept saying, oh, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna get there. Or if there was an artist who I wanted to meet, oh, I'm gonna meet them, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Or if I wanted someone to go on tour, or I want someone to go on tour. Or if I wanted a particular job, oh, I know I'm gonna get that job, I'm gonna get that job. If it was something that the people around me, be it friends, family, sometimes it's innocent, like they don't do it on purpose, sometimes they do, but or maybe other coworkers, or just society has told me many times, girl, seriously, you really think you're gonna get that job? You really think you're about to? That concert's sold out. It's been sold out for 2 weeks. 10 different people has told you it's been sold out. Okay, let it go. But you're still telling me, you're still sticking to your conviction that you're going to be there and you're going to be in the front, period. Like, you're still sticking to that. Still, you're delusional. If you think that you're going to go and drive 2 hours just on faith that you're going to have your front seat that you want and you're going to have the time of your life with no money and no ticket, but you're going to take that leap of faith and you're going to do it, you're delusional. Or if someone says, you know what, as Tracy used this example, like winning the lottery. Like, if someone is like, I'm going to win the lottery, I know I am, and there are people who literally sit and they calculate and they come up with these probabilities to help them win the lottery. So many people have won the lottery. So many people have just manifested winning the lottery. Like, it's on YouTube. Some of the most incredible stories. And not just winning it once. I mean, winning millions. Okay? Like $150 million twice. Like, people literally are on YouTube with these stories. So it's 100% possible. But you are being told that you're delusional. That can't happen to you. However, if you say something negative, right? If you say something that would imply maybe coming from a fear-based, or, I got to get ready because you never know what's going to happen, and she used an example of insurance. And she said, no one ever tells you that you're delusional for having insurance. Because basically insurance is because something bad could happen, you need to have insurance to make sure it's paid for. You need to have car insurance. You need to have renter's insurance, okay? You need to have business insurance. You need to have, some people insure parts of their body. You know what I mean? Bodily insurance. You need to have, insurance for this and insurance for that. Make sure you have insurance that covers acts of God, that covers flooding, insurance that covers fires, insurance that all this stuff, right? Multitude of insurances, pet insurance, all this insurance. And if you have 17 different insurance policies, nobody's going to tell you that you're delusional. No one's going to tell you, listen, you're getting all these insurance policies because you are anticipating nothing but bad things happening. And you anticipate nothing but bad things happening so much that you went and bought 17 insurance policies. Okay, you're delusional. I've never heard a person say that. Never. You're actually almost applauded. If you have all this insurance, oh, then you got it together. You must be doing well. You'll be praised for it. How is that not delusional? You are so sure that bad things will happen that you are taking all of these steps to make sure all of your stuff is insured because you are so sure that bad things will happen. Is that not a form of delusion? Even if your entire life looks great. Even if you currently have nothing to be worried about. Is that not a form of delusion? But no one will tell you that. And, you know, if it, of course, you know, there's health insurance and all these other insurances and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that they're not valid. I'm not saying you don't need these things. But you have a hard conviction that you are going to need them, that something is going to happen. Negative things are going to happen. So you need to be prepared, right? You have faith in that. And you have faith so much that you're willing to buy 17 insurance policies to cover 17 different areas of your life. That's how much faith you have that you are going to need it because something is going to happen. You're anticipating something to happen in one of these areas. That is bad. But no one's telling you that you're delusional for having that type of conviction, for having faith that something bad is going to happen that's going to require you to have all these insurance policies. No one is calling you delusional for that. They're calling you responsible. They're applauding you. They want to get like you. But the minute you exercise that same type of faith and conviction of something that does not lean on the side of fear, right? Where your faith is somewhere else, where you have faith that your illness is going to be healed without traditional Western medicine. You just have faith that, no, I'm going to do these certain things. I'm going to take these certain supplements, or I'm going to drink this tea, whatever, and I am going to be healed. You're going to be called delusional. If someone says, no, I see what's going on with my finances right now, but guess what? In 30 days, I'm going to be debt free. I don't care that I have $150,000 in debt. In 30 days, I'm going to be debt free. Watch. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to be debt free. They will call you delusional. If you are working for a company and you've only been there for a year, but there's an opening to be the department manager, and everybody knows that you can't even apply. You won't even be considered to be department manager unless you've been at that job for at least 5 years. And you've only been there for 1. And you decide, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I have prior experience. I've done a great job this past year. I know everything about this department in and out. So guess what? I'm going to apply to be a department manager and I'm going to get the job. And your coworker's like, no one gets a department manager job unless they've been here for at least 5 years. And you say, well, watch me. I don't care that I've been here for a year. I am going to have that job. That job is mine. I know I can do it. I'm capable of it. I'm declaring it. I have faith that my abilities will speak for themselves. And I'm going to have that job. Your coworker will tell you you're delusional. And then go and tell other people, yeah, Martha's trying to apply for the department manager position. And she's only been here for a year. Oh, she's crazy. No one gets that. I told her. She's just delusional. She's just adamant that she's going to get the job. All of a sudden, you're delusional. It's like, why are we so quick to label someone who has an incredible amount of faith and conviction in what they want, in the reality they want to see? That we are calling them delusional. You're crazy, you're delusional. As if delusion only applies to that one side of the spectrum. Delusion applies to the other side of the spectrum too. You could be incredibly negatively delusional. You could be deluding yourself in a way that does not serve you. Let me be delusional, okay, in a way that serves me. Because that conviction, that delusion is getting me my success. It's getting me to where I want to be. Listen, family. You've seen my videos. You've seen my manifestation success stories, okay? You cannot tell me that there is not a solid measure of delusion that takes place in my mind, okay, for me to chase after and, well, not even chase, for me to call forth the experiences that I've been having. You can't tell me there isn't a measure of delusion. It's 100% delusion. When it comes to my concerts, I am nothing but delusional. I operate from faith and delusion. But look at the results it's given me. When other people were clowning me and calling me delusional for dreaming that big, for thinking that little old me, okay, could actually be chosen, that I could actually have those experiences, that I could get that job, that I could get that apartment, that I could have that experience, that I could get that trip for free and not pay for anything. Do you see what I'm saying? That I could get that assistance. And so it's like people will look at you and judge, okay? Judge the fact, like the audacity that you have. You know, I talked about in my previous video about, optimism and how people who cannot see what you see, who don't have the vision that you have, that cannot fathom the type of success that you can fathom, they will tell you that you're delusional because they can't see it. Their mind won't allow them to go that far. While they will hit the glass ceiling, you are going through it. You're shattering it. They can't see what you see. They can't imagine themselves having what you have declared that you have and gonna have. So because they can't even wrap their heads around the possibility of it being something true, especially for someone who they feel like might be a little bit beneath them or on the same level as them, the fact that you have decided that you're going to be more, you're going to have more, you're going to dream bigger, and you're going to have big dream results, it's like the knee-jerk reaction is to condemn that, to dismiss that and call you delusional. You're delusional, you're crazy, whatever. Go ahead and live in your little la-la land, okay, your land of Delulu, but it's very condescending. Okay, they're being sarcastic, they're being snarky, and they're being very, very condescending because in their mind, they've already decided that either you don't have the right to have what you want, you're not good enough to have what you want. You know what I mean? You're not pretty enough, you're not tall enough, you're not thin enough, you're not rich enough, you're not connected enough, you're not experienced enough, you're not educated enough, you're not whatever. Fill in the blank. They've already decided that about you. That's the narrative they have. So the minute you challenge that narrative and you do something that blows that narrative out the water, they have no choice but to condemn that and call you're crazy, you're delusional. Until they see it, right? Like there's literally a quote, and I cannot think who said it, but I saw it on Pinterest. But basically, like, everything is impossible until it isn't. Everything is impossible until it isn't. Do you see what I'm saying? Everything is impossible until it isn't. It was impossible to fly. For humans to fly, to make an airplane. It was impossible until it wasn't. Until the Wright brothers said, oh no, we about to fly. And everybody called them delusional. everyone said they were crazy. Now, we can't imagine travel without flying. See where their delusion got them. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so many things. Society has progressed. Technology has progressed. Science has progressed. We, as a species, have progressed on the backs of the delusional people. Delusion brought us technology. Delusion brought us cell phones. Delusion brought us cameras. Delusion gave us cars. People who were delusional brought us spiritual messages. Do you hear what I'm saying? We thrive on the backs of the delusion. The people who dare to decide that they can have what other people said that they couldn't. The people who dare to believe that they can do something, even though there's no evidence of it ever being done before. You have to have a measure of delusion in order to believe that. To believe it and to execute it and to have the faith knowing that all the cooperative components are going to show up for it to be done. Look around your world. If they believed the negative connotation of delusion, if the Wright brothers listened to the people around them, even the people who they loved, tell them, you're crazy. This is not going to work. You're wasting your time. And they gave up because they listened to them. They decided to dim their shine for the people who couldn't see the light. What if they decided to do that? Would we have airplanes now? Do you see what I'm saying? There's so many things that we enjoy, luxury-wise especially. So many luxuries. Everything from, harnessing electricity, pipes to send plumbing through. I mean, people came up with these things. Computers, even the internet. Like, people came up with them because they had a vision, they had an imagination that said, what if there was a way that we can harness electricity and send it to everybody's homes? What if there was a way we could do that? And then they got to work. They got to work making it happen. And now, majority of the people on the planet enjoy the fruits of that question being asked and someone or someone's daring to take that leap of faith and decide it's never been done, but I'm going to do it. I see it in my head. I'm drawing it. I see how it can be done, and it's going to happen. Contrary to the fact that everybody around them was like, you're insane, you're crazy, come get these candles. Right? So, in conclusion, be delusional. Because the belief that everyone should stay where they are and not, and just conform to the parameters that have been set for you by, family, friends, parents, religious beliefs, ideologies, or whatever the case may be, social constructs. If you feel that that is all a person should strive to be, and that anyone who tries or dares to do more, to be more, to branch outside of that, if you feel like they're delusional for doing that, you are living in your own world of delusion for thinking that they can't. Do you see what I mean? Like, delusion exists on both ends of the spectrum, and your delusion can serve you and help you grow and move forward and elevate and innovate, or that delusion could be used against you and keep you stagnant and keep you where you are, keep you mediocre, and keep you in fear. It's up to you to decide, what are you going to use delusion for? Because delusion is just delusion. It's going to be there. It's how you use it that dictates everything. Okay? So, I encourage you, be delusional in the best possible way, because this is your reality. This is your world. And who in the world is going to tell you what you can and cannot do, or what you can and cannot have, or what you can and cannot be? This is your reality. And everyone else, we're just living in it. Remember? So, take your happy delusional self and live your best life. And I'll do the same. Okay. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe. Feel free to book a session with me. A link will be in the description box. Thank you all so much. Until next time. See you later.